How's it going? It is Fangs and welcome to a Q&A we're going to be doing on my channel here today. This Q&A is straight out of Instagram. Now this video is going to be brought to you by the Bidstacks Football World Esports Championships in partnership with the Bradley Lowery Foundation. That's taking place this weekend at Insomnia. I'm going to have some stuff for it in the description down below if you guys want to check that out. And today in this Q&A, we are going to be going through some questions from Instagram. Usually I do Twitter, but today it's going to be Instagram, and I put something up for it yesterday, and there's so many more questions on Instagram. It's wild. So thank you guys who sent me some. If I'm not able to get to yours, I'm very sorry, and if you ever want to have a chance to ask me these questions, you just have to go and follow my Instagram. It's itsfangs. Check it out. I'll have a link to that in the description down below as well. Now it's time to get in some of these questions and see how it goes. What are you gonna name your baby? I've actually said this in a video before, but it was a long time ago and a lot of people might not have understood, and I know I say it on Twitter all the time. I'm like, oh, baby Rook, and people are like, you're naming your kid Rook, which is a pretty freaking cool name. So my son's name is not just going to be Rook. Rook is a nickname. His name is going to be Brooks. So it's B-R-O-O-K-S with an S on the end. It's a family name, and Rook just happens to be short because there's a lot of different Brookses in the family. So Rook is the short name, and his middle name is going to be James. So it's Brooks James, but we're calling him Rook as a short name. Which MLS team is your favorite? My favorite MLS team has to be FC Dallas. I love Houston Dynamo. I did like the Unlock the MLS Cup with them, and it was really nice with the things they did for me. I did a tour of their stadium. I got like a jersey and all this kind of cool stuff, but I'm a homer. Like my home teams, I live with the Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Mavericks, Dallas Stars, Texas Rangers, and of course FC Dallas is here, and I'm able to make it to their matches, so I love FC Dallas. Are you going to the Sidemen charity match? This is really sad. This is going to be the first time since the Sidemen have had their charity match that I'm not going to be attending. Usually I go and I get some really cool vlogs out of it. I have an amazing time. I get to cheer the guys on in person, and then we just have a wild time afterwards. And this year, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be making it there. I will be cheering on the Sidemen from home. You know that I'm gonna be going for the Sidemen team because I was a manager for them the very first year, so they're my team. I will be cheering them on from home, and that is taking place in June of this year. If you guys haven't got to check that out, there will be a Sidemen charity football match, so check that out. But I just can't make it. It's gonna be probably like just a month after my son is born, and I'm gonna need to be around my house a little bit more at that time. Now, if there's anything going on maybe past July or August, I'll probably be able to make that, but unfortunately, I just have to have, like, when you first have a baby, I think you need to be there with them, and you need to bond and have all that other experience together, and just a month later would not work out for me. So I'm sad that I can't go, but hopefully if they have another one in the future, I'll be able to make it to there. Which hair color on Simon do you prefer the most? I really like when his hair is like that silver blondish color. I think it just looks really cool. Like, he has had a ton of different hair colors. I mean, it's been like pink, purple, it seems like all different colors that you can possibly think of, but the silver color just looks fly on him. I think that's like the blondish silver. It just looks like it should be on Simon. Are you going back to the KSI versus Logan Paul fight? So I think that there are two fights, if I'm not mistaken. Some people said it's just 50-50 on the money, but I'm almost positive that there's another fight that's going to be happening in the United States. I could be completely wrong on that, but the one in the UK in August, there is a small chance, if everything goes right, that I might be able to make it to that. I have a bachelorette party the weekend after that I'm actually hosting because it's my best friend's bachelorette party, Ginny. You guys have seen Ginny in videos. It's hers. So I'm gonna be in that right after, and that's already gonna take me away from my son. But on top of that, I just don't know how it's gonna work out. I wanted to be a boxer in that match, and I probably could have been if it was further in the year. August, I'm not gonna be able to be fully healed. Getting punched in the stomach, you know, 3 months after you have a kid is not something that you can do. But maybe in the next one, if there is a next one, whoever the boxers are, like JJ versus whoever else, or JJ versus Logan again, I'm gonna try to be a boxer in it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be attending the one in August yet. What type of video do you like shooting the most? Believe it or not, even though I get stick about it and people give me so much crap about it because they're like, oh my god, you're flaunting your body for views, which if I have a tank top on and it's like 100 degrees outside, they're still gonna say to me, so I've gotten over that. I really like doing the bath videos. Like, it's funny to do, it's a lot of fun to get all the stuff and put it in the bathtub, and then it's interesting to see how it feels when you're in the bathtub. I'd do the same thing in my pool if I didn't think I was gonna completely ruin my pool, and that thing cost me a lot of money. So I've tried it. I actually did like thousands of water balloons, and that wasn't too bad, but they did get stuck in the drain, and it took me forever to get them out, and the drain gets messed up in my bathtub as well. The cleanup process is hard, but they're very fun videos to shoot. Has Sniper Wolf answered you? I think she made a video to like get on the hype about the whole boxing thing, but I think she totally just did not answer any part of mine. And I know she probably saw it. She used to follow me, but she unfollowed me after there was like a little talk thing between her and Azzy where they were like talking about people just, I think they like think that they copy each other's videos or something. They do look like similar videos, but they were going in between each other. And I know Azzy, I've met Azzy, and I just noticed that she got like 1.6 million views on a video. So I was like, yo, dang Azzy, that's huge. Like, congratulations, you got a bunch of views on a video. And then after that, I guess maybe Sniper Wolf thought that I was like good friends with Azzy and this was like going against her, so she unfollowed me. So maybe she didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure she did, and she just ignored the fact because she's scared of your girl Fangs. Are you going to Insomnia this weekend? So as I told you guys at the beginning of this video, what this video is brought to you by is gonna be at Insomnia this weekend. It's a huge football manager tournament. There's 25,000 pounds on the line. That is huge. And on top of that, there's 64 competitors. So Insomnia is not just gonna be some like chill hangout place. This year, they're gonna have a tournament at it. And I think that's gonna be insane. If you guys are like around that area and you get to go to Insomnia, you should definitely check it out. Unfortunately, I can't make it because at this point in my life, this far into my pregnancy, I'm not allowed to travel, but it also goes on top of it being a tournament and an awesome event that they're gonna be having. The Bidstacks Football Management like World Championship Tournament is also going to be supporting the Bradley Lowery Foundation, which is a very amazing cause, and I think that's just like noble of them, and I appreciate that, and I can't wait to at least see it from home. I hope I get to like view it and see some stuff from home, but if you get to be there, let me know, take some pictures. Unfortunately, I myself can't make it. Would you ever adopt a child? So I used to think this, I used to not know if I wanted to have kids myself, just because it is a process, and I didn't even know this at the time because I'd never been through it, but it actually is, now that I think about it, a process. It's 9 months of your life, which is just a blip apparently to some people, but it's 9 months of your life, and you have to go through all these changes. You're sick, you're growing, your body changes, all these weird things happen to you, and you have to go through so much, not to mention the giving birth process, which I haven't even done yet. I'm a little bit terrified about. And then you go through all those 9 months and you do have a child of your own, which is amazing. But if you didn't want to go through all that, there's tons of children in the world who need homes and need that themselves as well. So for me, I always thought, you know what, possibly I think I'll have like 1 or 2 kids of my own, and then if I wanted to have a 3rd kid, because I'll be a little bit older at that time, maybe I could adopt. But they make it very difficult in the United States. It's expensive, like you have to have all these different things going on, you have to pay all this money. I feel like they make it near impossible. And then when you do it from other countries, it's really hard too. Sometimes it takes a little too long, things happen. And so it's kind of a stressful process. If it was super easy and I could just, you know, take a kid in and it would be easy, I think I'd do it, but I think they make it too hard for me to want to even try it. What will your uploads be like when Rook is here? I don't know how great the uploads will be right whenever he gets here. I'm gonna have to get on a schedule. I know that I've pre-made some videos, so there will be uploads as he's being born and all that different kind of stuff, but I'm gonna have to be on a schedule because, you know, I'm gonna have to like feed him and burp him and bathe him and change his diaper and put him down, and then maybe in that downtime I can make a video and then edit the video and post the video. It's just gonna be very hard. Doobie has a job now as well, so he's not gonna be here during the daytime, so I might have to change to where I get a lot of stuff done at night whenever he's actually home. There's just gonna be a huge difference in it, but I don't think it's gonna really slow down my uploads. It might slow down my live streams a little bit. I don't think it'll slow down my uploads. I think I'll still upload at least once, maybe even twice a day. If the Sidemen were Disney characters, who would they be and why? All right, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be a breakdown of who I think the Sidemen would be for Disney characters. So I'm gonna start with JJ, because I feel like he's easy. Okay, so JJ as a Disney character would have to be the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. And it has nothing to do with like that I think he's a beast, although he is, remember his brand, Beast, but it's because he is actually, in terms of how fast he got ready for that fight and how like buff and cut he got, it makes him a beast. So I think that that's like a fit character for him because he got huge and, you know, the Beast is huge. So JJ would have to be the Beast. Josh, I tried to think of like bearded. There's not very many bearded Disney characters if you think about it. So I tried to think of it, and one that I could think of that in a movie where he wasn't so much as a cartoon Disney character, I think in the actual cartoon he has a 5 o'clock shadow sometimes and a crazy mustache, but because of the beard, I think that Josh would be Captain Hook. Like, I think that would be perfect for Josh. Simon, I'd have to say, if you know the Disney character Goofy, and not that I think that Simon is goofy like completely by any means, but he just is like funny, and I mean he is goofy I guess a little bit. He's just always got like jokes and everything going on with him, so I feel like if he was gonna be a Disney character, I feel like he would be Goofy. I think of Toad Jizzle, and for some reason, I think of Olaf from Frozen, just because he's always so happy all the time. And if you think of Olaf's face from Frozen, he's like, hey, he's got his arms down, he's ready to give you a hug. That's what I think of when I think of Toad Jizzle. He's always so friendly, so happy, so he'd be Olaf. Because he's like the young buck of the group, Rhoda Shaw to me, and because he like gets so many freaking views, it's ridiculous. So he's kind of like, oh, he can't wait to be king, or he is already king. I think of Simba. I think Rhoda Shaw would be the little baby version of Simba that becomes the king, because obviously he was, like, for the longest time, and still is, the king of views on FIFA and all different kinds of stuff. So Rhoda Shaw would be Simba. I'm sure I'm gonna get blasted in racist comments for this, and I guess I'm gonna have to go for it, but like because of all the, I don't even think that it matches in terms of like any type of race. I'm not matching it at all, but for our boy Vikkstar, I'm gonna say Aladdin, all right? And Aladdin's a bomb freaking Disney character, but I'm gonna go with Aladdin. I think that would be perfect fit for Vikkstar, and it would just be, I think it would just be great. I think it'd be perfect. And just because the hair color, not that I'm calling Ethan a ginger, because I don't think he's a ginger, but just because of the feel of how like charismatic he is, and how he's just like a great, I don't know, I like when I watch Peter Pan, I smile. I would think that Ethan would be Peter Pan. That would be who Ethan would be for me. What is your favorite FIFA card to use in FIFA 18? I really enjoy any rating of Neymar. Neymar this year for me in FIFA 18, I could put him at whatever position I want to put him at. Usually, obviously, his position, but sometimes I like to place him at striker. He is just insane. Like, no matter what I do, his shot goes in, it's perfect. He's just awesome. I really liked Roberto Carlos as well. Like, I could put him as striker, even though he's a left back, and he was amazing as well. But I have to say Neymar has been my main card of any version this year. What was your very first impression of Doobie? This is really weird. So we were sitting in a class together. The first time I got to see him in person, because I kind of talked to him a little bit, because we had AOL Instant Messenger back then, and all of the people in our high school could talk on it, and it was different. And so someone introduced me to him, and we kind of talked on there, and then we talked on the phone, and then we ended up getting a class together in this like Hunter's Ed class. And I remember sitting down, and the first thing I stared at him, which is weird, but I like to stare at this, and guys, is his hands. Because hands, for some reason, just mean a lot to me, and I was like, dang, that guy's got some sexy hands, because they were, and that was the very first thought I thought of him, and then I went on to look at the rest, and I just thought he was really good looking. Best FIFA pack. My best FIFA pack of all time is still to this day Pele. Like, it happened out of nowhere. Didn't expect it. I was just randomly in a stream, popped out some 25K packs, and boom, Pele popped up. And I became one of the only YouTubers to pack without being at a capture event where they just push it into there and you get to open all this stuff and it's just like automatic. I packed with my own hard-earned money a Pele, which was crazy, and it was the first year he was a legend, so that was my best pack. Have you ever had a pack opening so bad you didn't put it on YouTube? I've most definitely had pack openings so bad that I didn't put them on YouTube. Sometimes I start doing the pack opening and I'm like, okay, we're gonna get at least an inform. We might get a walkout card. I mean, it's happened this year. And then because the pack luck is so awful, I go in there and it's just nothing comes out. I'm like, all right, scratch that one. Let's make a freaking draft video. Like, there's been some bad ones. How many weeks pregnant are you? Please use this in your Q&A. Lucky you, we've used it in the Q&A. So tomorrow actually, this is Tuesday, on Wednesday, I will be 33 weeks pregnant. So I have pretty much a month until he's fully developed, and he could come at any time, but it could take 3 weeks after that for him to be born. You can usually go to about 40 weeks, and then they want to induce the labor because they don't want you pushing into 41 or 42. But with him being as big as he is, I'm thinking he's coming probably like at 38. I'm calling it. I'm thinking he's coming at 38. Alright guys, that is gonna be it for our Q&A for today. Like I said earlier, don't forget to check out the Football Manager tournament that's gonna be going on. It's gonna be huge. There's gonna be so much money on the line. It's at Insomnia, so it's gonna be really cool. If you get to see it in person, I'm envious of you. For the Q&A, if you guys ever want to ask me questions, don't forget Twitter, Instagram, they're the exact same. It's Fangs. Follow me on there. If I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry, but I got to some really good ones, I thought. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you enjoyed the Q&A, you want to see more stuff like this, the only way I know is if you guys hit the thumbs up button, get this to 1,000 likes, and until next time, see you guys later.